Hi, it's Lori Ballen in Las Vegas, Nevada, and today I want to talk to real estate agents primarily about having an exit strategy. So, this time of year, this right now, I'm making this video at the end of 2020. It is Christmas time, and here comes Gideon onto our scene here, Cat Gideon. He's making his cameo. Thank you, Gideon. I want to share some of the reflections that I've had over this past year, and I'm hoping that it can help inspire some of you guys to either make some changes that are going to significantly change your life and the life of others that are in your life, or maybe this will just light a fire under you because you've already been thinking about something, and this is going to give you the opportunity to explore that a little bit further. So some of you that have been following my real estate journey remember I got in 2007, and after 3 years at one brokerage, I moved over to another brokerage in 2010. That move was life-changing. And the main reason for me that was so life-changing was because at my first brokerage, everything was very transactional, was very listing agent based, not team oriented. And it just, the lessons were about how to do real estate. We really weren't exposed to life skills, business skills, exit strategies, big vision kind of thinking. So when I got over to Keller Williams in 2010, it really opened my eyes to this whole world of what was possible. And it was honestly the turning point where I said, I don't want to be a real estate agent forever. Not in the traditional sense. That just, I couldn't see myself at, well, whatever age, we all have a different way of interpreting ages and where we're at, but I just couldn't see myself in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, whatever it was going to be, still out there working with clients. It wasn't feeding my soul. And I was already looking at building teams. So in 2010, I already started thinking exit strategy. And I know that that's very unusual because I had only been in real estate 3 years, but I had built a huge catering company and sold it. I had a resale baby store, resale clothing and furniture baby store for a long, long time. I had been in business and I really understood leverage and teams and freedom, and I wanted that again. I wanted that space and that freedom to be. But I also was thinking to myself, where does this go? Where does it go eventually? So I first tapped into the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book that was written by Dave Jenks and Gary Keller and Jay Papasan, I believe all three of them on that one. And Dave Jenks, who co-wrote that book, actually owned my market center that I had joined and quickly became an early mentor for me. And so what I started with was, okay, let me build this real estate team to what's called the 7th level, which means you're essentially moved out of the day-to-day real estate transactional business. Let me build this to the 7th level and move myself out. Now that's as far as I could see. That is as far as my brain was going to let me see into the future. So I got the MREA. I've got all kinds of pictures of this. I got the MREA poster, and I got the book, and I got a big black binder. Oh, I was looking for my binder over here. I always have a big black binder with a bunch of stuff in it, and all of my planning. And anyway, so I started printing out the models, and I started learning the budget model, the economic model, the lead generation model, and the organizational model. Did I say all 4 of them right? I think I did. Anyway, one is about how you make money, one is how you spend money, another one is how you leverage and grow. And so I started really studying these. This was my life from 2010 to 2013. That was everything. I didn't really step outside of that other than, let me get to the next hire. Let me get to the next hire. Let me get to the next hire. And I was out of selling real estate within a couple years. And that was fantastic. And then as I continued to build the team, I started hitting another wall. And for me, that wall actually was leverage. Although a lot of people saw me doing this great big building, and I had a 15-member team, and I was on all the stages and interviewed by Gary Keller and everybody about lead generation and teams and organizational structure. And I was always profitable. I never had a problem not being profitable, although profits were smaller when I was moving myself out than when I was originally doing the deals myself. But I just was finding myself that I didn't enjoy the process of the continuous hunt for talent, and the turnover that happens inevitably. I don't care who you are. The better we get at hiring, the more we learn about training and retention and leadership, the better we get at finding the talent that matches our model, and the longer that people stay. But still, I just did not want to spend all day in human resources, and it was frustrating for me. And then the other problem that I was having is I was showing up as the leader I didn't want to be. I was frustrated and angry, and at that time my marriage was also falling apart. So I had all of these issues, and I just kept telling my coach, like, this is not what I am supposed to do long term, not this where I am today. So how do I get to that other side faster, right? We all want to know that. How do we get past this? Well, what I learned throughout that whole process was the saying, go big or stay small, because the middle will kill you, is like so true. That sticky middle is just ugly and uncomfortable. And in any event, long story short, I did get to the point where I seventh leveled, moved myself out of the day-to-day transactions, and didn't have as much requirement of me anymore in the real estate team itself. And it allowed me to go start exploring some other things. In 2013, I started teaching and speaking and traveling. I built a course called the Ballen Method, and suddenly this spark was lit. And I was like, this is it. This is where I want to be living, right here. Marketing, blogging, content marketing, and teaching people how to do it. I love that world of lead gen and search engine optimization and social media strategies and YouTube and all of this. And I want to teach real estate agents how to build a bigger business through more leads, through more traffic to their website. And so I really started focusing on that. Okay, so the first step in figuring out your exit strategy, or even this might be an additional stream of income, is to find something else that lights a spark in you. What is it? What other thing outside of real estate do you love doing? Or maybe it's still tied into real estate. Maybe you're a real estate agent, but you really want to get into mortgage because you love that side of things. Or maybe you want to look at escrow, or maybe you want to look at flipping properties, or you want to become an investor and you want to get into property management. It's okay for those things to be tied to real estate. But the drawback with putting things too closely related is that if the market changes, and 2020 is a perfect example of this, everything in our world got turned upside down. Everything changed. Well, if you're in one specific niche that gets slammed and affected, like real estate did from 2007 to 2010, your entire world takes a hit. So if you're in real estate and title and mortgage and escrow and have all those types of affiliate businesses, and the real estate market tanks for a few years, all of your additional streams are going to get hit. So keep that in mind. So I started thinking to myself, how else can I diversify this business? What other ways can I start looking at creating additional streams of income? And so there was a guy at Keller Williams who put me on my first stage, and he and I were discussing internet lead generation, and he said, Lori, why aren't you exploring affiliate income? And I said, well, I don't even know what that is. What is affiliate income? And he said, well, that's basically what you're already doing, where you teach people how to use software or whatever. In my case, I was teaching software, how to lead generate, what database, what IDX, what real estate websites, what WordPress hosting, all of that. And he said, there's programs where you actually sign up with the brand, with the company, and they will pay you a commission or a flat rate when somebody clicks through and buys something that you're talking about. Well, I hated the idea. I thought it was terrible. I want to like be snooty for a second. Like my ethics popped in. My overly moral compass said that doesn't sound ethical to me. So I just shut it down. I just straight shut it down. I don't want to hear about it. I didn't feel it was ethical. I don't want to get paid to talk about things. I want my people to trust me, you know? And of course he said, well, no, just keep talking about what you're already talking about. You don't change anything, but you have this relationship where you get paid for it because you're talking about it, not to talk about it. So I didn't do anything for the first couple years. And then all of a sudden there was a program that opened up with one of the technologies that I was using in to build real estate websites. And basically it was, instead of an affiliate program, it was kind of like a developer program where I would provide some level of support for people that signed up for this software. And since I was already building in that direction anyway, I thought, okay, I'll try that. That sounds good. That sounds like I'm providing an additional service. So now I understand why the company would pay me, because I'm providing this level of support. And so basically I started getting like 25% of that person's recurring subscription month over month. And I was blown away the first time I got a check for $1,000. It didn't start at $1,000. It was $50, $75, $100, $150, $200. I would have to go back, and maybe I should do that sometime to see what it was those first couple of years. But this particular program had a scaling feature where when I reached a certain number of signups, I don't know if it was a couple hundred, I don't remember what it was, but when I reached a certain number of signups, the commission increased. So it went from like 25% to 35% to 40. I think I'm at 45% now. Oh my gosh. And then the price of the software kept going up over time, because that's just what software does. And all of a sudden I'm getting 45% of an $89 a month, $69 to $89 a month software. Like, how did that happen? I couldn't even believe it. In 2016, it hit a couple thousand a month. And in 2020, I just had the highest check ever, and it was $7,000 for November. $7,000 for one affiliate relationship. It's insane. It's insanity. Well, when this first started triggering, I started going out there and exploring all of these then I started signing up for affiliate programs with the software I already used. So still to this day, I don't get paid to talk about software that I don't use. Okay. So I'm still using the software I talk about, but I'm also an affiliate that gets paid when people sign up using my link. And that is now a 6-figure income annually. So that one strategy alone would be enough for me to live off of if I had that in my retirement years, or next year, should I decide I'm going to go play. I'm going to, I have a daughter that is graduating high school this year, and she's going to college next year. I'll be 50 next year, and I'm divorced. And this is the time that I'm thinking about, what do I want to do? Maybe I want to go play. And go play, to me, I want to travel. I want to teach. It doesn't mean I won't have any income, but I want to go pursue genealogy and building my family tree. And I want to do more of that kind of stuff. I would love to do, anyway, just some different things. And I love the concept that I don't have to be anywhere physically to make that money. Now, if I should stop feeding that engine, although it's passive income now because it comes in after the activity, right? The activity was done before, got that person to sign up. Now I get monthly income. That's passive. But if I were to stop the activities that feed that engine, that income stream would taper off. Okay. It's not going to be a forever thing. It has to have some sort of a constant feeding. Now, what I did is I built WordPress websites, I've built multiple YouTube channels, and I've created evergreen content that will continue to feed that engine. So if I take a summer and go travel Europe, that will keep feeding, and I could literally just take the entire summer off and not do anything, and then come back and pick up where I left off if I wanted to. And to me, those are the types of things that I think are absolutely incredible additional streams of income or exit strategies, right? So I'm watching all of these millennials, and there's one millennial real estate agent you should look up, Graham Stephan. He's actually in Vegas now. He just moved to Vegas. So Graham Stephan, he's a millennial millionaire, and he's a real estate agent. And he has this YouTube channel that is all about finance and money, and he does talk about real estate sometimes, but it's really like financial driven. And he makes the most ridiculous amount of money on his YouTube channel I've ever heard of, through sponsorships and through affiliate income and promoting apps like Robinhood and things like that. And it just now I was watching a video from a young girl, and her YouTube channel is called Budget Girl. And she shares budget tips and sells printables and spreadsheets and talks about investing. And she's super young and owns a couple houses and has investment income and has a Roth IRA and has all, and I'm just blown away by the ability today to just wake up and say, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and make money. I'm going to start a TikTok and make money. I'm going to start a blog and make money. I'm going to start an Instagram and make money. And there's so many ways to make money doing these. There's another woman that I follow. It's called Retire Certain. And I've gotten really into, and right now learning about investing in retirement and what are the best ways to invest my money. And so I watch her and follow her. And she talks about, starting these businesses after retirement, these blogs and these YouTube channels and making money doing these things. And I just want to go out there and shake everybody and say, do you know this is possible? Do you know, I just got the chills. Do you know how much you could add to your life if you picked some sort of media that allows you to make more money? Maybe you want to build a website. Maybe you want to build a YouTube channel. Maybe you want to maybe you want to create recipes and have a food blog or a food video channel. Those are really big. Maybe you want to create an entire network around some particular journey you're taking. Maybe you travel. Maybe you breed a certain kind of animals that you want to share information on. You could add, I'm not going to give you exact numbers because it varies so much, but the girl I was just listening to, like the Budget Girl, I think she said she makes like $800 a month on her YouTube channel. There's another set of guys that I follow that do a blogging channel, and they're making a few $1,000s on their YouTube channel through ads. But then they make another 6 figures selling digital products. And then they have a coaching program. Then they have services, which is a lot of what I do too. We make money through multiple streams. I have courses at ballenacademy.com. And I have publishing, which is ads on my websites and on my YouTube channel. I didn't have those income streams before 2013. I was just a real estate agent. I don't mean just in a bad way. I mean one stream, a real estate agent. And now I earn income through affiliate marketing and through publishing and through courses and digital products. And I launched a marketing company that I decided I really didn't want to run. So I gave it to my brothers with a holding interest in the sales. So I now earn thousands of dollars every month as basically an affiliate for them, where I promote business. Their business is called ballenbrands.com if you want to look that up. They actually provide real estate websites and CRMs and Facebook ads and all of that for real estate agents. And so my only part of that business is sending them leads. That's it. That's all I do. I just send them leads. I just talk about their services and I earn a commission. Real estate, I don't work with clients. I just earn money when my team works with clients. So I earn a commission. I earn a commission. I'm not gonna talk all the numbers today. We can do that later. I've got another video on that. But basically every deal that closes, I get 30%. Every single transaction that closes on my team, I get 30%. And my profit margin is huge because I'm not paying for admin. I'm not paying for virtual tours. I'm not paying for their training and education. I'm not paying for all the team licensing and all. Oh my gosh, that was a world, man, when I was paying for everything. I mean, gosh, I even paid for people's coaches $1,000 a month. All of our trips and learning and education and office and occupancy and all of that was just, I make way more profit today than I did doing all of that. And all I have to do is do the lead generation, which is what I want to do. And so that's another income stream. And so there's even the investing in real estate properties, investing in stocks and investments and bonds and in other companies. I have an investment in a sportswear company. And all of these things are exit strategies. And what I've done now very diligently over this last year is I have diversified the income stream by creating blogs and YouTube channels and affiliate streams that are not in real estate. Because if the real estate market experiences any kind of crash after this 2020 insanity that we've had, which we can kind of expect it probably will, then I can rely on my other income streams. I have a food blog and a keto weight loss coaching company. I have a midlife lifestyle blog that's about travel, anti-aging, fashion, beauty, that type of thing. I have a blog called ballenblogger.com that's all about SEO, Pinterest, YouTube, building affiliate income streams, all of that. A lot of my courses now are outside of real estate. I have real estate courses and I have courses outside of real estate because it matters to me to diversify my income. And I want to have an exit strategy and I want to have the ability to rely on something else. So what I'm really trying to get you to understand in this video is that the world is your oyster. If there is anything that you can teach, if there's anything that you could influence others on buying decisions, if there's anything, because you could teach courses. I've got all kinds of training that teaches you how to build courses, how to build a YouTube channel and monetize. I've got a guy that I coached on how to build his YouTube channel for one particular type of software that makes several $1,000s a month teaching one thing. One thing. He teaches one unique, specific software for a particular company. That's all he does. And he makes several $1,000s a month on his YouTube channel teaching that software. And he gets paid through ads on his YouTube channel. So maybe this is just enough to spark your interest. And what I'd like you to do is if you have specific questions, thoughts, or ideas, or need more direction, comment below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I make lots more videos like this one. I'm Lori Ballen out here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and thank you so much for joining me today.